DeMarcus Cousins out there with Chambers. Then there's Darren Williams. Then there's Toumani Camara. And it's Van Arsdale in at the 2. And for New York, Petrovic is out there with Payton. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Lewis. And it's Mullen in at the small forward.
And he is a power player down low. If there's nobody there to stop him, Boogie's going to destroy that ring.
And there's the bucket from Petrovic.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Payton against Williams. Double team on Williams. Here's Van Arsdale. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Cousins with it. Now Payton defending. Williams for 3. He's off on that one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Took him no time at all on that one. Petrovic has got 9.
And right there is the difficulty in defending Petrovic. He can burn you from deep as well as off the dribble.
Here's Van Arsdale. Off target from outside. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. Here's Petrovic. And again, New York with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Williams can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Jacks up a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now here's Williams. Here's Cousins over Jordan. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Williams. Cousins has got his second bucket.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
But nothing better than knocking down the triple.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Camara. Here's Cousins. Here's Van Arsdale. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Fires the 3, and there's the bucket from Petrovic. Petrovic has got 21.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. New York ahead as they end the first quarter with a huge surge. An 18-7 run. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Lillard from outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Rodman. Lillard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Floyd. Terry covering. McBride on the wing. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. New York leading by 12. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And again, New York with the triple.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
Floyd passes to Alston. Here's Maxwell. Here's Floyd. drains the three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
.149 left to play here in the second quarter. Back to Alston. Back to Cousins. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Chris Mullin.
A timely pass to take full advantage of the opening. Great stop.
Williams, he's checked in for Porzingis.
Well, for his position, DeMarcus Cousins has a great build, capable of being a physical big man, but also pretty agile for his size and able to adapt to his opponent.
Damian Lillard out there with Petrovic. Then there's Lewis. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Mullin in at the three. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
1:14 left in the first half of basketball. Takes a three, and again, New York with the triple.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Brink can't hit. New York with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Connects from three-point range. Petrovic has got 30 points.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
Caught the defense sleeping and sets up a wide-open shot.
30 seconds left here in the second. This one for three. Drills it from outside. Petrovic has got 12 now in this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Williams for three. Cousins pulls it in. Here's Petrovic. And again, New York with the triple.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. New York ahead, running away with this one. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so it's New York with it. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Chambers out there with Tamani Kamara. Then it's Williams. And it's Van Arsdale in at the shooting guard. Williams with the ball. Still scoreless. Back to Kamara. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by New York. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Petrovic. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
And here is Williams. Here's Cousins. Petrovic with the rebound. Launches it. It's good from long range. Petrovic has got 45 points.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Kamara misses. New York with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And when you watch Kamara, Coach, what stands out to you the most?
Well, look, I think what stands out the most is his athletic ability and his energy. Those things he brings every night, and he gets a lot done with those. And then his skills just continue to improve. And as they do, the sky's the limit.
Got that one up quick. Petrovic has got 51.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Here's Chambers. Clock at 4. Williams outside. It's rebounded by New York. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Petrovic. And again, New York with the triple.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Shot's good by Williams.
And Williams, so fast on the catch and shoot, gives the team no time to react off the pass.
And again, New York with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Cousins on the follow.
He is just a monster on the boards. And with those soft hands Cousins has, he's going to turn those offensive rebounds into putbacks almost every time.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Here's Kamara. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Kamara's got himself on the board with 3 there. And so it's New York sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Terry, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Portis. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Rodman in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And it's Lillard missing. Kamara finds Cousins out to the right wing. Pass to Williams. Here's the 3. Good on the triple.
And a decent threat from the outside arc. I like it whenever Williams takes these with confidence.
Shot by Terry, no good.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
It's Williams with the drive.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
lays it up off the glass.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the three ball is good.
Well, you set him up, and Lillard will knock him down. Nice job being ready.
Lillard's got 80% average from deep tonight, making 4 of 5. Rodman with the rebound. It's Rodman with the ball for New York. Portis for 3. They get it back. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. Here's Van Arsdale. Over Lillard. Van Arsdale can't get it to go. There's the 3. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Terry.
Well, for Lillard, that's a routine shot. He's one of the greatest three-point shooters in league history.
Over to the wing. Here's Van Arsdale. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with the competitive mindset. Coming right back with his own 3.
Outside Terry. And again, New York with the triple.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And Cousins throws it down.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Down low, here's Chambers, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, that's exactly where the ball is supposed to go. Excellent read on the assist.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lillard with the bucket.
They just keep falling for Lillard. When he's this dialed in, the defense has to feel useless against him.
Here's Kamare. Buries the long-range jumper.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
To the wing right side. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. We have a great game on tap for you. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Now the starting group for the visitors. Alex Caruso out there with Price. Then there's Aldridge. Then it's Martin. And it's Carter in at the 3, the small forward. And for New York, Lewis is out there with Mullen. Then there's Payton. Then there's Petrovic. And it's Pettit in at the 5. Now, here's Caruso. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Lewis. Mullen up top. Pass to Pettit. From the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now, here's Price. Aldridge, the pass to Caruso. Here is Price. Shot clock at 6. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Over Pettit. Aldridge can't get it to go. New York with the ball. Pass to Pettit. Caruso with the steal. Here's Aldridge. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Pettit. Lets it go with a 3. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. And Carter has it in the corner. And so just over a minute and a half played. Aldridge finds Price. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
A different look for New York. Rodman comes in for Lewis. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Gary Payton. Outside Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Once Aldridge gets the ball at the rim, it's over.
Here's Pettit. New York, no good that time either. Pettit's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Price kicks to Rodman. Price looking it over. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this way.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
They need this. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Pettit's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
All right, there's the horn. It's a close game at the end of 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
No one near edge come as he lets it fly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Three-pointer, Lillard. And again, New York with the triple.
He's so comfortable shooting from beyond the arc. Lillard's motion is as good as it gets.
Smith dishes to Parrish. Takes it off the glass.
And they'll take that all day. That's a high percentage look.
And it's Terry with the ball for New York. 4-point game. And Lillard gets it to go.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. We've got Damian Lillard. Petrovic is out there at Lewis. Then there's Payton. And it's Pettit in its center. That's the 5 for New York right now. And here's Porzingis for a 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Jacks up a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Pass to Porzingis. And that's collected by Peyton. Here's New York. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Drains it from beyond the arc. Pettit's got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Shot's good by Strickland.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Pass to Pettit. Fires for three. And again, New York with the triple.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Strickland. Now here's Caruso. He has yet to score. 6 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. He gets that one.
Well, you'll see teams try to bump Porzingis around. Didn't work that time.
Got it to go. That one good from Pettit.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Caruso. It's good from the top of the key.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And so it's New York. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. New York leading by 13. They've got Carter. Alex Caruso out there with Price. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Martin in at the power forward. Lewis passes to Pettit. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Petrovic. For three, Pettit, good. Pettit's got the first points of the second half up on the board for New York.
Well, with the way he's scoring right now, they're just going to keep feeding him.
Outside, Martin. And here is Aldridge. And Carter has it in the corner. Another shot, and it's laid up and in by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 9.
Love this intensity from Aldridge on the offensive glass. That's what he is out there to do.
There's the triple. Caruso grabs the miss. And here's Price from beyond the arc. No good on that one. New York leading by 14. 1:39 left here in the third quarter. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, they keep going to him, and he keeps delivering.
And here is Caruso. Here's Carter, and Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Takes a three. A three-pointer is right on target. Pettit's got 30 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pass to Price. Shot clock at 6. Back to Carter. Over Mullen. And it's Carter missing. New York leading by 18. Here's Pettit. And again, New York with the triple.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, It's impressive.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Carter. Carter can't get that one to fall. Here's New York. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Pettit. And again, New York with the triple.
Beyond the notion 3 is better than 2, hitting trades can stretch out a defense, makes things easier inside.
Fires the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
And so it's New York rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Rodman is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Damian Lillard, and there's Terry, and it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. New York calls timeout. Caruso against Lillard. And again, New York with the triple.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Pass to Caruso. Cutting the screen. 11 feet away, and that one's good, Caruso.
Well, you don't see Caruso take these shots much, but that doesn't mean he'll pass on the chance to score.
Lillard from outside, and again, New York with the triple.
Late reaction defensively, he quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway, but that one was too easy.
New York calls timeout. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And New York making a change here. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Pettit. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
A 3-ball. And again, New York with the triple.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Price against Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Here's Aldridge. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
For the 3, Pettit, good. Pettit's got 48.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Aldridge with a screen on Portis. Martin kicks to Price. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The wide open look here for Caruso. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, when he's able to find a shot he likes, Caruso can be pretty effective from range.
Here's Pettit, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Pettit's got 51.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find. And here's Price. Now the starting group for the visitors. Martin is out there with Aldridge. Then there's Carter. Then there's Price. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. Now here is Martin. Aldridge left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Carter. That one's not going to go. Mullen with the defensive effort. Here's Pettit. Nailed from three-point land. Pettit's got the opening basket of the game for New York.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Caruso kicks to Price. And Carter has it in the corner. Pass to Aldridge. Got a piece of it.
Well, that's an incredible defensive effort there by him. He just erased that.
Pettit, good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now, here's Price. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Price.
And Aldridge is just so long, which is what makes him so effective close to the basket.
Here's Pettit, covered by Martin. And he stays with it. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Caruso, the pass to Price. And he's good on the three ball.
And with Price, you know, you not only get the range, you get the consistency. One of the league's most accurate shooters.
Here's Pettit. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Pettit's got 9.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here is Aldridge. Over Pettit. Aldridge misses. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Got it to go. That one good from Pettit.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now, here's Price. Here's Aldridge. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Three-pointer. And again, New York with the triple.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Martin for 3. That shot off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. New York ahead. leading by 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Carter out there with Rodman. Then it's Cade Cunningham. Then it's Parrish, and it's Strickland, and it's the point guard. And New York making a change here. Out to Smith. It's stolen by Rodman. Here's Pettit. 15 points in the game. Hands it from downtown. Pettit's got the lead up to 11 now for New York.
And there's the three-point shooting ability.
So it's the visitors now.
Yeah, full court, man-to-man defense here.
Carter outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Carter. Fires top of the key. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Oh, I like that. Good read by BC. An elite, big-time scorer with versatility. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
It's blocked.
Is there any better feeling than stuffing a shot near the hoop?
And again, New York with the triple. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully it's not too serious.
A minute 42 left to play here in the half. Pass to Caruso. The kick out to Cunningham. Traps in the tray. Cunningham's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, a shooter like Cunningham has no reason to hesitate. He can just take the shot.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game. The defense has to be more wary of his willingness to kick it out. They got burned there.
New York leading by 10. Three-pointer. Pettit, good. Pettit's got 30 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's Kenyon Martin on the assist from Gortat.
Strong work in close. I like it when he goes up with confidence.
Here's Pettit. And again, New York with the triple.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
15 seconds left in the first half. Cunningham against Terry. Now, here's Cunningham. Carter. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New York with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. Right back after this break. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Peyton is out there with Petrovic. Then there's Lewis. Then it's Mullen. And it's Pettit in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for New York right now.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Martin finds Aldridge. That's tipped.
Well, no matter how close you are to the rim, if the defense is lurking, consider moving the ball.
Here's Pettit. Good on the three-point shot. Pettit's got 39.
Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
Carter for 3. Connects from three-point range.
Fluid motion off the catch. That's a nice shot.
Pass to Pettit. This one for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And this is what leaders do. Peyton showing a willingness to get it to the open man.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Aldridge. It's deflected.
And this is the kind of defense you love seeing. He went after that block and got it.
Got it to go. That one good from Pettit.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Shoots the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Mullen. Pettit's got 48.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And that one's good. Price.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the third. From downtown, it's good from long range. Price has got 9.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Pass to Pettit. It's stolen by Carter. And the wide open shot from Price. Nailed from three-point land. Price has got 9 points now in just the second half. And so Peyton will bring it up for New York. They lead by 17. Pettit, good.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be gone.
Peyton against Price. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
And so it's New York with an 18-point lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Alex Caruso out there with Price. Then there's Aldridge. Then there's Martin. And it's Carter in at the 3 spot. And there's the 3.
Yeah, this has been an incredible offensive performance.
Outside Caruso. Here's Carter for 3. That one is off.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
From outside, and again, New York with the triple.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
It's good.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Pettit's got 60.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Now, here's Aldridge. He's covered closely. Just 5 on the clock. Carter inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by New York. Pettit's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fires away from outside. Caruso grabs the miss. 1:10 left in the fourth. It's Aldridge high post. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, you have to deny these easy shots when you can. They send a clear message to your opponent.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Lewis. Bobby Portis comes in for Mullen. McCollum's checked in for Petrovic. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Gary Payton. Shots good by Strickland. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Pettit. Good on the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Drills the three-pointer. Here's Lillard. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Smith. Here's Strickland. Smith scanning the floor. And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
Substitution for the away team. Number 2.
7 seconds left in the game. They get the rebound. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect.
I got ski them on their way for that. Be free, but you pay for that. Said her name and I'm lame for that. Love so strong, can't take it back. I'm in a mix in a random city. Running from trouble and bringing it with me. They got good, I make it a home. Like enough, probably making a song. Straight from the heart, but you taking it wrong.